Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This was going to be a follow-up to the video I did earlier on the Mupen 64 emulator that has the GUI. In this one I'm going to show you how to do the HD texture packs to be placed inside the emulator so you can play them with the HD textures. This can kind of be a little bit confusing because sometimes the instructions aren't clear. So I decided to go ahead and make this video to help you guys out in case you wanted to try that. So let's go ahead and open up our browser. If you already saw my video earlier, you know where to get the emulator. I will still put the link in the description, to this video. So let's see, go right here. The one I'm going to use right now is the MK64 Reloaded. So this is for Mario Kart. So what you're going to do is click on that. Now what you want to do is make sure you pick the correct version. So you want to make sure you're on the N64 icon here. And you want to make sure you download the Glide N64. So you could do either one of these two here, the HTS HD or the 4K. The 4K is going to be bigger than the other one. This one alone here, once you extract it, it's going to be over 4 gigs. So make sure that you have enough room to use this and that you can spare the space to run the HD pack. So once again, go ahead and download that, put that somewhere on your computer. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and close your browser. You're going to navigate to the folder where you have that file we just downloaded. And this is the file right here. So the one, once you extract it, you're going to see these two files. The one you need is this one here. So just right click on that and copy it. Now this here can be the tricky part. If you do not have the options on your folders to show the hidden, files or folders, you're not going to see this folder that we're looking for. So you want to make sure you go here, go to view and click on options. And you want to make sure once you do that, click on view, and you want to make sure that this is, checked right here. Show hidden files, folders, and drives. That way you'll be able to see this folder. So what you're going to do is just go travel to your root drive C, the user folder, and then whatever your username is, app data folder, roaming. And once you're in there, you're going to look for the Mupen 64 folder. Plus. Now, once you get into that folder, you're more than likely not going to have this folder here that says cache. So just go ahead and create that by right-clicking, create new folder, and you want to make sure you name it CACHE. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and paste the file we mentioned earlier right into that folder. Once you've got that completed, you can go ahead and close both of those. And what we're going to do now is launch the emulator. Now that we're in the emulator, we need to make sure there's some files checked off in order for this to work properly. So you want to go to your settings, your emulator on the graphics tab. You can leave everything alone. Plugins, you need to make sure that you have it set to Mupen 64 Plus, the GLN64. If you have it set to another one, this will not work. So make sure that it is set to that. Once you have that, choice on there, go ahead and click configure. And then on here, we're going to need to make sure there's a couple of things that are checked in order for this to work correctly. So what you want to do is scroll down, and the first thing we're going to look at is the spot here that says activate TX high res enable. So you want to scroll down here a little bit. So you want to make sure this option here is checked. Then you're going to want to turn on the TX high-res texture file storage. So that part here, you want to make sure that is also checked. And then you want to make sure this is set to mode 0. So you're going to go up a little bit over here. And this spot right here needs to be what they call mode 0, which is this one here that says one piece. So if you place the cursor over that, so you can see it kind of, explains it for you. 0 equals one piece. So you want to make sure it's set to one piece, not striped. So once that is checked, we're pretty much good to go. Once you've made those settings, you should be able to go. So go ahead and hit close. Close again. Now when we launch the game, it should appear with the HD graphics applied. So let's go ahead here and start Mario Kart. There we go, Mario Kart 64. So let's go ahead and launch that, and you'll notice that the HD pack has been applied. That makes the game look a lot more modern, nice and crisp. Probably one of the coolest things about these HD, the texture packs, is how nice and smooth the the text looks in the game with the other emulators. Even on this one, if you don't do the HD textures, it kind of tends to be a little bit more pixelated than the actual game graphics themselves. But as you can see with this, everything looks really nice. No pixelation, everything is real nice and smooth. So that is it for that one. That's how easy it is to set up the HD texture packs. If you guys have any questions on how to do that, if it doesn't work for you, just go ahead and post them in the comment section. With that, we are done. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. And we will catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day.